Hello everyone, this is Jordan, the Tattooed Stitcher, coming to you for my last update of the year. It's December, we made it, 2022 is almost over. Good, I'm ready for 2023. I'm coming to you from my living room. I thought it'd be kind of fun to sit in front of my tree. I like seeing all of you sitting in front of your trees if you can, and there's cats roaming around me in case you hear purring, and I'm gonna show one of my cats. This is Sassy. She is kitten. I don't know, how old are you? 6 months old. But she's roaming around here and trying to eat all of my thread. Yeah. So if you hear her, whatever, she's wandering. This is my tree. This is my stitch. I love having that in the tree every year. It's my favorite part. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Ours was good. It was chill and the way I like it. We went to my mother-in-law's house and just had typical Thanksgiving foods. I brought like a double pumpkin pie and the sweet potatoes, which did you or did you not grow up eating sweet potatoes? I grew up eating sweet potatoes, but my husband's family did not. So I brought the sweet potatoes because I wanted them done the way that I like them, and they weren't that popular. But good news was I got a whole pan of them to bring back home. So, so yeah, I brought the pumpkin pie, sweet potatoes, and I brought something else. I can't remember. Oh, a salad, like I know, salad at Thanksgiving. Sorry. But it was like Honeycrisp apples and like candy pecans and stuff with like an apple cider dressing. It was really good. And blue cheese in it. It was really good. And we had a whole bunch of different pies. And yeah, it was great. Very calm and lots of good food. We watched the Christmas movies. But yeah, thanks. November, it went so fast. I feel like I don't remember any of it. Anyways, I hope you had a good holiday, and we're gearing up for the big holiday of the year. Sorry, I'm petting my cat. If that bothers you, I'm sorry. The big holiday of the year, Christmas. Merry holiday. So we'll go over my stitching for November 1st, and then I will go through kind of December plans and maybe a little bit like of next year. I don't plan too much because the second I make a plan or a rule, I rebel against myself immediately and not do what I said I was going to do. So they're very loose plans. So, okay, November was the month of new starts for me, apparently, and Soda Stitch had me in a chokehold. I don't know what came over me. Amber, I blame you for the best thing ever. But, so all of my whips from November, except for one, are new starts. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So, I'll show first my whip that was not a new start. And for some reason, this one was just really calling to me. And I only stitch on it for one day. But it's called Arctic Antics. It's a Dimensions kit, not a gold, just a regular. It looks like this. And I am at the polar bear, so it's a lot of white. And that's probably why I didn't stitch too much, but I got like, I think 6 lengths into the polar bear before I was like, and I'm done with the white. And I'm using a fabric from Leslie, Under the Sea. I can't remember what it's called. Whimsical Winter. The 28 count Lugana. And I worked on this big leg, polar bear leg. It's super cute. I'll love it one day. I saw it framed on a video from Luda. She was visiting a friend and her friend had it framed on the wall in her house. And I was like, I've never wanted to stitch a Dimensions animal kit so badly in my life. I think that's my only, no, I have another Dimensions animal kit. Anyways, that's all I got done on that one. And then my next whip was a new start, and I started it, it's a sal I'm doing with Amber, the Rogue Mama Stitcher. Our hashtag is Soda Stitch Treat Sal. So if you want to join, it's just any soda stitch that has treats on it, which is not difficult. There are about 1 billion. And they're all adorable. And this one's called the Candy Shop, and I'm stitching it just on a 32 count Lugana like splash piece that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I started it the 2nd week of November, I think. This is what it looks like. It's so cute. Look how bright. I love how bright it is. I missed a stitch down here somewhere. So this whole section is like shifted one over. So these jars are touching where these ones aren't. But I figured like you can't see it back here. So I'm a little nervous coming into, there's a little sign that hangs down that says candy up here. And I need to to come off of her on this side before I come up and meet, because I'm off here and it'll put it all off here. And I know I'm not off down here. So next time I pick that up, I'll have to start on the other side. But I'm just stitching it with the called for DMC. I love it. There's so many of these cute little shops. I'd love to stitch all of them and then like turn them into like a wall quilt or something and just hang it in like my someday craft room, storage room. I think it'd be super cute. There's one that's like the vet, and they've got these cute little puffy puppies and kitties, and I just love the cutesy stuff. And then my next new start is also with Amber. We just decided we both really wanted to stitch this, and I cannot believe how much I got done on this. I'm not a monogamous stitcher, but something about this pattern was just, like I said, I had me in a chokehold this month. I could not stop. And I'm stitching it on a 28 count hand-dyed by Rolanda that Amber gave me. And it's called the Puppy Bakery. Pull up a picture. I guess that's why I put my iPad here, huh? No. Puppy Bakery. It's so cute. It will look like this when it's done. And I started on this side. Well, I started in the middle, but then I moved to that side, and this is how much I've gotten done. So I'm a little over halfway. And people, this is a lot of stitching. Like I said, it was like monogamous almost, and I just couldn't. I couldn't believe that I'm not monogamous, but I could not stop with this one. Everything, like, do you ever have those projects where like everything is just magic? The fabric is perfect. The threads are perfect. Your stitches are perfect. The pattern is amazing. Like, it was like everything that could go right with this was going right. And I couldn't stop. So this sign right here, I didn't realize in the picture is just like some weird random numbers. And I'm not doing that, but I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So I've been thinking about what to put in that little sign. If you have any ideas, I'm all ears. I said to my husband, I was like, the Barkery, and he's like, you're dumb. So I'm not that clever. Any good ideas, I'm all ears. But so that was my whip that took most of my November time, and I'm not sad at all. My last new start in November was Tree Bear. I'm not a big Christmas stitcher. I don't know what it is. I love Christmas, but I don't really love stitching Christmas, and I don't know. I'm not sure why. But this year I was like feeling the Christmas stitching, and I only have 2 Christmas whips. One is the Nora Corbett reindeer, which is almost done. And one is my lavender and lace, the Santa, which is hard to want to stitch on. And so I was like, I need a Christmas stitch that I actually want to stitch on. And so to stitch, shock of all shocks, right? And a little story with this. I started it on, it's being stitched on a 32 count mint splash Lugana. And I don't know if it's the splash spots on this or the way it was dyed or what, but it is really tight weaved. It's more like a 36 count to me. And so I started doing typical 2/2, and it was horrible. It was so tight. My hand was like sore working on it. Like, I was not enjoying it even a little bit. And so I wasn't wanting to stitch on it at all. And the whole point of starting it was so I'd want to stitch on a Christmas stitch. So after asking a bunch of different people their opinion, I ripped it all out. I didn't have that much, maybe 100 stitches. I ripped it out and I started it over doing 1/2, and it's perfect. It's a little bit, it's not as great a coverage, obviously, but I think it gives it like a delicate kind of look. And as you'll be able to see, the coverage is still good. And so this is where I got to on it. Started in the middle, but see, one strand, you can't, it's weird that that's one strand. This fabric must be strange. First of all, peep the adorable clay needle minders. Those also have me in their grip this month. Fairy dust clay. But it's so cute. It's so bright and colorful and absolutely perfect. See if we can get a screen grab. I can never get a good one. We'll see. But there it is. That's where I got to on it. And so my goal is to stitch on it every day. Or like every time I'm stitching, you know, even if it's just, you know, one length. Like yesterday, I think I did 20 white stitches, and then I was like, and moving on. But it's more of the stitches than I had the day before. So yeah. And that brings me to my first December start and kind of December plans. So December plans, stitch on this one every day-ish. And then, because I know once December's over, I don't want to stitch on Christmas. So while I'm feeling Christmas, I'm going to stitch on it. And then my other plans was also a new start that I started because of Jamie. Her Flosstube is Crafty Gaming Jamie. She's doing Flossmas right now, and they're so much fun. It makes me want to do Flossmas someday. But she is stitching, or she started a Christmas pattern. It's a Christmas advent calendar from Doreen Jones, which I have stitched Doreen Jones before, and I love her patterns. And I was like, oh my gosh, when she showed it, I was like, that is so cute. I would totally stitch that one, that Christmas one. And then she started doing her Flossmases and showing her progress, and I'm like, okay, doing it. Black Friday, Doreen Jones had 50% off all of her PDFs, and so I got it for like $2. And this is what it'll look like when it's done. It's so cute. Like, that is adorable. Every single square I love. Every single one. So I was like, I'm not buying anything for this. I'm just going to, I'm stitching it exactly the way that Jamie is stitching it in her videos too, which if you don't watch her, she eliminated all these borders in the middle, and she just did this top one and is gonna do, and this bottom one. And then in between each one, she's using the Christmas colored variegated DMC, and it looks fantastic. No, you cannot have these, cat. Which I got both of these because what's the difference? One is in this long sleeve and one is not. They have different numbers, but like they look, I'm confused. Like what, can someone tell me what the difference is between these two? So I'm gonna do that. And I just pulled a fabric from my stash, and it's a 32 count Lugana. I believe it's called Ophelia. It was a fabric of the month from Color and Cotton this summer. And started it on, I started the border, and then I stitched, yesterday was the 5th. And so I stitched the day that was, oh, well, I have to take it out of the hoop anyways. I stitched the day that it was the 5th. And I actually got the whole 5th done. So this was yesterday's cute little stocking. And then after I finished yesterday's, I was like, you know, I still could stitch on this. So I started on the day one, number 1, the 1st, and it's like a little reindeer. And then, you know, I'll keep going every day. So every day I'm gonna stitch on the day. And if I don't finish it, no big deal. If I do finish it, I'll go back and catch up on the ones I missed. And if I don't finish all of it, then like I'll do like a Christmas in July thing and do this, but in July. So that's where I got to on that one. So this is my other Christmas plans. Trying again. So I'm gonna stitch every day on the day, and then on my tree bears. Let me get some of these out of the way. So those are my plans for December. Today is the 6th. So I'm gonna work on that cutie little penguin later. So yeah. Now, stash enhancements. I heard on another video multiple people hate the word haul. I could see that. So maybe I won't say it anymore. Stash enhancements. Not that I needed them, but also hand dyed by Rolanda and Pole Stitches had me in their grip as well. And I've never ordered from either of them before, so I went a little crazy. But we'll start with the boring ones first. Fabric of the Month Club from Under the Sea Fabrics. I didn't even know that I got this one until it showed up in the mail. It's called Cilia. I believe it was September's. It's very pretty. In the picture that she posted on Facebook, it's blue. More blue. This is clearly green and brown. So, but it's beautiful. 32 count Lugana. How does this fold? Oh, and then like that. Okay. And then my other Fabric of the Month Club was the Stitch Me's, which I ended my membership. I love her fabric. Her fabric is beautiful. But when I clicked Fabric of the Month Club, I clicked the all colors choice. And I've only gotten neutrals. I don't want neutrals. I have so many neutrals. I don't want them. I'm only getting them. So I just ended it, and I'm just like, I'll just buy a piece of fabric every month that I want and call it a club. But this one is a 32 count linen, and it's called Portobello. This was November's Fabric of the Month. More brown. Very pretty, very pretty. But more brown. Don't want more brown. So I ended that club. So there's those. Now, the ones that I bought, and I have more coming. They're just not here yet. Okay, so this is the first one I bought from Rolanda. It's a 32 count Lugana. Wait till you see it. I 100% blame Amber for getting me onto Rolanda too. Oh, it's stunning. Just picture a adorable sew to stitch on here. Like, It's fabulous. I love it so much. I love it so much that I can't bring myself to stitch on it. Any of these. Okay. So there was that one. And then I also got this one, which is also a 32 count Lugana. And it's like this rainbowy pastel color. Oh, it's so cute. I don't know how she does this. Is it ice that she uses? Like, how did you get this modeling? Because I've dyed a fair bit of fabric, but I can never get something that looks like that. Okay, and then there's gonna be crinkling because these are all in little like cellophane baggies. And then I found pole stitches, and I had heard of pole stitches, but I had never ordered anything because they are from the UK. And they were having a Black Friday sale. It was like 10% off all of their fabrics that were on Etsy. So I got all of these fat quarters for $20. And so some of these I bought with my own money, but the set that hasn't come yet, that's in the mail, my husband bought me for Christmas. So this first piece is called, these are all, I believe they're all. These are, oh no, there's some, okay. This is a 32 count Lugana, and it is called Fairy Dreams. You'll see a theme with these. This is what I was feeling. Bright, whimsical, colorful, fabulous. And the one really annoying thing about pole stitch I discovered, they don't serge. So that's a little frustrating, but luckily I know a guy with a serger. A gal. So there's that one. I won't put them back right now. And then this is a 32 count Lugana. These are all Luganas. I love the way my stitches look on Lugana. They're just perfectly even and delicious. And so that's what I've been getting. Oh, and this one is called Moonlight. My lighting is kind of washing them out a little bit. It's fairly accurate, but it's a little bit washed out. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. I like all these pretty things. Just frame the fabric, put it all up on the wall. Okay, and then this one, oh, see, it's like leaving linties on me. They're not serged. This is a 32 count, and it's called Crystal Skies. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Purples and blues, those are my favorite. And then this is a 28 count Lugana. Brittany Lugana? I don't know what the difference is. Oh, and it's called Delicate Roses. And I was thinking of stitching Cat's Bakery on this one, because I think the fabric that I did Puppy Bakery on would complement this one nicely with the blue tones. Puppy Bakery's on like a bluish, grayish, whitish, and that's got a little pink in it. I thought that would complement. So we'll see. I'm not gonna start Cat's Bakery until Puppy Bakery is finished. And this is another 28 count, last piece, 28 count in Cosmos. This one's folded weird. How do they do this? How do I learn to dye like this? It's magic. It's witchcraft. Oh, it's so good. So those are my stash enhancements. Oh, geez. Oh, wait. No, I bought a new grime guard from Crab Shack Stitchery on Etsy. Look how cute it is. I love it. And she sent this cute little bag with it. I didn't order this. But like, adorable. Okay, that's all my enhancements. Oh, this is for that. Okay, December. Nope, I already said December plans. Next year's loose plans. Next year I'm going to Queen City, the Mirabilia Stitch Retreat in Charlotte, being put on by Kitty Whips, Maggie, and Amy, Fiber Arts Amy. So I really wanted to get a few of my lingering Miras done next year to be able to bring and put on the rag table. So I brought out all my Mirabilias, and I'll just kind of just refresh, show you quickly which ones are my whips, and then which ones I'm going to focus on next year because I think I could finish them to bring to the retreat. So the first one whip I have is Titania. She's being stitched on 40 count. It's my kind of experimental one. So I know this one won't get finished next year, but she's being stitched on 40 count. This is where she's at. So yeah, she's my experiment. I would like to touch her at some point next year. I can't remember the last time I stitched on this one. March of this year. Okay, this is one that I know I can get finished next year. It's just having the desire to do it. It is Christmas Eve Courier's Prancer, Honora Corbett. And it's at this point. So there's really not a ton of stitching left on it. It's just wanting to do it. And I'm not a person that can stitch on something that I don't want to stitch on. Like it's not worth it to me. Like I have limited stitching time. I'm not going to stitch on something that I don't want to actually stitch on. This one I know won't be finished next year because she's a big gal. Very idle. I'm going through these fast. And she's being stitched on 32 count. I don't remember. Serene. Pajamas Plus. And she's at this point. I can't remember the last time I stitched on her. She smells nice. Why do you smell nice? It's been a while. Probably since April of this year. I want to stitch on all of these. I just don't know how much I'll get done of the ones that I don't have a goal to finish in mind. This is, I don't have the pattern with me. I think it's called Moonlight. Moon Glow. The Naked Lady. Nora Corbett. And she's only to this point. Not very much done on her. Okay, this one is Ophelia. I have finished her top half. So all that's left is that massive, massive yellow dress. And I don't enjoy stitching yellow. I don't know why, because my stitches look really good in yellow. Explain it. But she's so pretty. I would love to have her finished someday. And I think I've said it before, but I use Dune's face conversion because it was a billion times better than the original. So all that is dress. Yikes. I definitely want to get some progress on her next year. She's just stunning. Okay, so these two are the ones that I'm going to finish next year to bring to the retreat. They are the closest, and I just really want to finish them. This is Princess Eliana. I haven't stitched on it since the last time I showed you, but just as a recap, this is how far she is. Oh man, I wish this purple would show up better. It's so much darker than it's showing up. So really, there is not much left to do on her. Let me see if I can show. Oh, we're gonna, oh, look at that. Look at me. Okay. So if you see, I only have this little corner, little end chunk left to do. And the rest of this little orange right here. And then beading. And she's got a lot of beads. A lot of beads. So there's really not a ton left to do on her. Like, one more week, she'd be done. So I'm not stressing about it. I know I'll finish her next year. And that'll be really exciting. I haven't had a Mira finish since Red. Red is my only Mira finish. So that'll be really exciting. And then I really want to finish Aphrodite. I started this one in April for my daughter's birthday. And she's right here. So the top half, all I have left is like a few stitches in her face and the hair. That's not like a ton of hair. And then I've got most of her tail to do. But the tail is like skinny for most of it. And then there's this big spot. Like, I feel like I could finish her. I don't feel like that's a crazy thing to say when the Queen City is not even until October. So like 10 months, yeah, I feel like that's not a big thing to say. Looking at my notes. Well, that's all of my stitching stuff. I sent out my giveaway winners. Please let me know when you get those. I didn't send them out till last week. I'm sorry. They got out. They're out. They're sent. They're in the void of the post office, okay? Okay, favorite things. I couldn't think of like anything other than I did a new thing. And I collected all of my bobbins with DMC that were scattered throughout projects. So I was getting really annoyed of having to find all the thread to start something new. Like, that was really annoying to me. When I want to start something, I just want to start it. I don't want to have to do anything else. I just want to start it. So I got one of these handy little things. Oh, ignore. And it holds my full set of DMC. This is a full set of DMC minus 1 through 35. I think I have 2 projects. One that uses one of those colors. So this holds the full main DMC set and I love it. It stays on my couch, on my stitchy spot. My daughter can't get into it, tear it apart because it clamps shut. My cats can't get into it. Like, I love it. This is my favorite thing right now. Okay. Books I've read. I read that Promises and Pomegranates book. I didn't bring it down. It's upstairs. It was pretty good. I don't often read novels, like standalones. I don't know that I'd ever read it again, but it was good enough that it kept my interest while I read it. I also read the Broken Bonds series by Jay Bree. That's a 6-book series and it was really good. If you like magic and romance, and by romance I mean spice, you will enjoy it. It's very good. It's very good. And I'm currently rereading Zodiac Academy. If you haven't read Zodiac Academy, I highly suggest you do because the 8th book comes out in like 4 days and I'm dying. I'm terrified to read that book, honestly. And if you've read Zodiac, you know we are all terrified to read this book. The sisters that write these books are really evil and really mean and like to hurt us. And apparently we like to be hurt because we keep coming back for more. So I'm rereading those and enjoying them. I've only read them once, so I don't remember every single thing. It's like adult Harry Potter. So good. Check it out. Shows I've been watching. I rewatched Vikings, which is originally it was on History Channel. It's on Prime now. I rewatched Vikings. I love that show. I also watched a couple documentaries on Netflix. I cannot remember what they're called. I've been rewatching Everybody Loves Raymond. I love that show. That's probably my all-time favorite show in the world is Everybody Loves Raymond. And I always watch it around Christmas time. I don't know why. I love it. It's on Peacock. I have also, me and my husband like the show Sister Wives. And man, they're full of drama this year. It's highly entertaining. But yeah, that's all I've been watching. And then Christmas movies. I've been watching Christmas movies. Can't think of anything else new that I've watched. I don't tend to watch new things this time of year. So I rewatch old favorites. Oh, Wednesday. That's what I watched that was new. Wednesday on Netflix about Wednesday Addams. Loved it. I love Tim Burton though, but loved it. Can't wait for the next season. It was fantastic. And I think that's everything. My son's birthday is this month. It's this weekend, actually. He'll be turning 8. So I ordered a cake today and I need to wrap presents and that'll be fun. Other than that, just Christmas stuff. My brothers are coming into town for Christmas this year. I haven't seen them all together in years. So that'll be really fun. And that's really it. Just December stuff. Kids will be out of school for 2 solid weeks in December. 2 weeks. I don't know how much stitching I'll get done in those 2 weeks. I need to bulk up my candy stash that I hide in my closet for those 2 weeks. If you know, you know. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, holiday season, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I hope it's amazing. You are all amazing. Thanks for watching. And I will see you in 2023. Bye.